Namaste. Hello, welcome to your practice. Today is Fearless Friday, and I thought we'd approach Fridays looking at fear and how it shows up in our lives. So for myself personally, whenever I find that I'm met with fear, I'm overcome with fear, I'm kind of like a deer in the headlights. I just freeze and I become quite unproductive and don't move forward. And then I need to find ways to look at that fear and work through that fear. I think fear shows up for most of us in our lives when we are transitioning or going through any kind of change. And I know for all of us right now, we're going through a transition again. We're going through change again. We've just got into this rhythm of being in lockdown, perhaps if we have children with them at home, or partners or family at home, or being at home and working online. And we know that all of that is coming to an end and opening up, thankfully. But there's transition, there's change, and so we are bound to be fearful in a way. So for personally, one of the first things that I do when I meet fear is I return to, as we call it in yoga, the beginner's mind. So beginner's mind is when you open yourself up to no comparison. You know, the minute that we compare to something that we know and something that we have to what's coming in the future, comparison leads to despair. There's a beautiful quote that says, comparison is the thief of joy. So the first thing that I do when I find myself sitting in fear is I try and approach that beginner's mind. When I have a beginner's mind and I'm not comparing to anything, I'm able to open myself up and to look at everything anew. And when I can look through a beginner's eyes or through a child's eyes, and when I begin to see things anew, I begin to touch into the adventure of it. I begin to get excited about the adventure of something new. I also find that I become more creative and I feel more stimulated and excited to move forward. And that's the benefit of looking at anything that has to do with change with the beginner's mind. Another practice which really helps me when it comes to fear is to sit in the discomfort. And we talk about that a lot in our yoga practice. We come into a pose that, and especially in yin as well, we come into a pose where the body is not comfortable and we allow ourselves to sit in that discomfort. Because when we sit in the discomfort, we get to know the discomfort well. And when we understand our fear, when we sit in our fear, we're able to look at our fear and get to know our fear well, and in turn that will dissolve the fear. The fear will become more rational, and then we'll be able to see through the fear to the other side. And to sit in the fear, to sit in the discomfort is take 5 minutes out, take 10 minutes out and sit in meditation, or if you, that's off the mat, if you're on the mat, hold the pose a little longer and try and allow that fear to sit in it, to know your fear so that it can dissolve. My third principle with looking at fear and approaching fear is to let go of perfectionism. So I know with myself I can become quite the perfectionist, wanting to get everything just perfect. And when I don't get it perfect, it leads to self-judgment and criticism. And one of the base principles that I've learned from yoga is to, this is how it is right now. To allow everything to be exactly what it is in the moment. So when we let go of perfectionism, again, we make space for things to unfold in their own course and in their own way. So that's another beautiful principle to help to dissolve fear in our lives. And then the fourth principle to allowing fear to dissolve in our lives is to use the fear. To, you sit in the discomfort of the fear and you begin to feel the fear and see the fear, and then you're able to notice what it is that you are afraid of, and that can propel you forward to taking real action to dispel the fear. So use the fear as unlike what I often do is I just freeze. but use the fear as an intelligent motivator to move you forward. And then the last point that I find is really, really important when dealing with fear in your life, transition or change, is to laugh, to connect to laughter, to connect to joy. So when we become fearful, when we become caught up in change and transition and wanting to make things work, we often forget to laugh. So find ways to make yourself laugh. Laugh at yourself, laugh with others, but keep it light, especially in times of fear. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to take that into our practice, and we're going to bring those principles into our practice today. So thank you for joining me. Again, we've been still for quite a while, so maybe take the legs out in front and just rock them a little bit from side to side, releasing into the lower back and into the waist, into the shoulders. Maybe exaggerate this movement and just find a little bit of blood flow through the body. Let's start in a comfortable child's pose. As you drop into your child's pose, see if you can approach a beginner's mind here. If you think back to your very first yoga class or your very first child's pose, the experience was new. You had not yet decided whether it's a pose that you love or hate. The sensations in your body was new. So as you approach this practice, allow this beginner's mind to lead the way. Remember, with the beginner's mind, it opens us up for more exploration. So perhaps walk your hands a little forward, maybe strengthen the arms and come into the fingertips. Perhaps draw in the navel and just experience what these little shifts and changes does to your body. And as we practice, I encourage you to breathe in and out through your nose, finding your Ujjayi breath. When you're ready, gently inhale and come all the way up to a tabletop. Drop your belly down. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, round, press the back ribs up and look in towards your thighs. Now change it up. Inhale, reach the right arm and the left leg away. Exhale, bring your elbow and your knee to touch. Again, inhale and extend. Exhale and round. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, extend the arm and the leg away. Swing the hand around, grab onto your foot. Kick the leg up towards the ceiling. Lift the chest. Breathe here. Experience this pose. Release the arm and the leg away. Place your hand down. If you want, you can bring your left foot down or keep it in the sky and reach your left arm up. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your elbow and your knee to touch. Extend away. Elbow and knee touch. Extend away. Elbow and knee touch. Last one, extending. Bring your elbow and your knee to touch. Extend the arm and the leg away. Bend through the legs, swing the hand behind you. Grab onto your foot and kick. Breathe into the openness of your heart. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Reach the arm and the leg away. Place the hand to the earth. Take your leg out towards the left side. Bring it onto the floor. Inhale. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Let's take gate pose. Take the hands out. Now drop down to your right and just tip the fingers to touch. Inhale, come up. Drop to your left. Come back up. Drop to your right, reach the arms up and over, come back up. Drop to your left, stretching the right arm up and over, come back up. Bring the hands to the waist, bring your knees to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up, find your Kali Mudra, lift the chest. Exhale, bring your buttocks to the heels. And then gently fold forward, bring the nose and the baby finger to the earth at the same time. Take an inhale and exhale. And refine your tabletop and drop the belly down. Inhale, lift the heart look up. Exhale and round. This time, inhale, extend opposite arm and leg away. Exhale and round. 3 more. Move with breath. Last one. Send your arm and your leg away, swing your hand around, grab onto the foot, kick the leg towards the ceiling, look forward. Stay in this shape and experience it in your body. And then when you're ready, release the hand and the foot away, place your hand down. You can bring your right leg down or keep it up as you reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Take a full inhale. Exhale, bring your elbow and your knee to touch. Extend away. And let them touch, work from your core. 3 more. Move with breath. Last one. Bend through the back leg, swing the hand around, kick away. Lift it open through the chest. And then bring the arm and the leg away. Take the hand to the earth, step your right foot out towards the side. Bring it to the earth and inhale, rise up for, inhale, rise up for your gate pose. Bring the hands in line with the shoulders. Tip over to the right, come back up. Tip over to the left, come back up. One more time to the right, and up, and to the left, and up. Take your right hand down, reach the left arm up and over. And then take your left hand down, reach your right arm up and over. Take one more inhale. And exhale, coming all the way up. Drop both knees to the earth. Find your Kali Mudra, be brave, be fierce, draw up through the navel. Drop your hips towards the heels. Squeeze the arms beside the ears and then slowly fold forward. Take your time and use your core here. Please don't rush it. Encounter and meet what you meet and sit in the discomfort and then eventually release into child pose. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming to a tabletop and lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Now we know this practice of downward facing dog well. So walk it out and move. And then see if you can forget what you know in the shape. Come to stillness and experience the shape for the first time. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips and breathe here. Now notice this little change, how it changes the shape, the changes in the mind, the changes in the body, perhaps the joy in the change, perhaps the resistance towards the change. Just take it all in and be here. Releasing the hands back down. Inhale, take your right leg up, reach it away. Can you bend your knee, yawn it open, press the left heel down, draw the right shoulder or the right armpit towards the earth so you balance out the shoulders. Take an inhale Exhale, come forward and bring the nose, your knee towards your nose, and maybe they even touch. Extend the leg away. Take your knee towards your right elbow. Now hold it here. Lift your right heel a little closer to the buttocks, and then extend your leg away. Take your right knee towards your left elbow. Again, hold it. Extend your leg away. Drop your foot to the earth. Gently pedal out and see if you can notice the changes and the difference in your body from one side to the other. Come to stillness. Come back on to your fingertips. Now we've been here, so this change is not so new anymore. See what you can experience here now. Sit in the strength. Feel what you need to feel. Return the heels of the hands to the earth. Inhale. Take your left leg up high. Bend the knee, yawn it open. Draw the left armpit towards the earth. Balance out the shoulders. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Gently come straighten the leg and bring your knee in towards your nose, rolling the shoulders forward, lift it up, extend your leg away. Take your left knee towards the left elbow, lift your heel and maybe lift it up a little bit, extend your leg away. Take it across the body towards the right, extend it away. Step your left foot all the way through. Inhale, straighten through both legs. Lift the chest, lift the heart, look forward. Exhale and fold. Again, see what you can experience in this shape. Take an inhale and exhale. Bending through your left knee, take your fingers to the earth. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Pull the right knee right in behind the left. And then come all the way to sit down. Inhale, stretch the arms up. It's an open twist. Take your right hand behind you, left hand on the inside of the knee. And turn to look over your right shoulder. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Turning back to center, grab a hold of your left foot. Inhale and extend that leg up. Lift and open through the chest. Take a full inhale and exhale. Releasing the foot, just coming over to face the opposite edge of your mat and find your downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift that right leg up, step it through between your hands, press through your fingertips or onto blocks and straighten both legs. Notice what is happening in your body and your mind as this practice takes an unfamiliar sequence, as we transition and change and we move into the unknown. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Bending deeply into the front knee. Take your fingers forward. Inhale. Lift the back legs up. Exhale. Fold in. Take your left knee right behind the right. Come to sit down. Inhale. Reach the arms up. And it's an open twist. And we use our practice so we can get to know ourselves better. We can see how we react when it's something new. Judging to the second time round when we know where we're going. Just listening to that internal voice, no judgment. But the better we know ourselves, the better we can treat ourselves, the more we can grow, and the more we can develop. Inhale, come all the way back to center. grab a hold of your foot, extend the leg up. I love that quote, I think it might be from the Bible. It says, then you'll know the truth and the truth will set you free. And we all want freedom, freedom from fear, freedom from suffering. Take one more inhale and exhale. Releasing your leg down, turn around and come back to your downward facing dog. Good. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Step the right foot through between the hands. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Big toes touch. Long spine, exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Coming back down. Inhale, long spine, look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Reaching the arms up. Find your Kali Mudra. Take your right leg up into the chest. And then extend the right leg out behind you and turn to face the long edge of your mat. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, swing the hands behind, lift and open the heart, and then fold all the way forward. As you release down, take your arms up and over. When you're ready, drop your hands down towards the earth. Inhale, walk your hands forward as far as you can. Come stretch through the spine and take your hands even a little forward. Press into the heels and feel the length in the body as the tailbone reaches towards the space behind you. Some of you are staying here. Some of you want to come up onto the tippy toes. Shift your weight forward, shoulders come right over the wrists. Come in towards a press up. All the way back. And release the heels to the earth. When you're ready, slowly walk your hands back. Take your left toes to face the front of the mat and bend into the front knee. Inhale, rise up into your warrior two. Flip and reverse. Come back and find extended side angle pose. Your variation. Take a full inhale and exhale. Windmill the hand all the way down to the earth. Extend your left leg up to the side, bend the knee, yawn it open and flip into your wild thing. Take a full inhale and exhale. Gently drop your hands to the earth, reach that leg up and then come into your pigeon pose. Slide the back leg away, lift the heart and exhale, forward fold. Give your body permission to sit here now, sit in the breath. And perhaps you can connect to some joy. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, rising all the way up, turning to face the long edge of your mat. Take your right hand down, left arm up and over towards the big toes, reach it the other way, and lift and stretch. Coming all the way down to the earth, cross through the legs, and turn to face the opposite edge of your mat. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up, step the right foot through between the hands. Lift your left leg up behind you, get strong. Maybe lift the arms up beside the body, coming towards your aeroplane pose. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, Bring the big toes to touch. Hands come together before the heart in breath. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale. Oops. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bring the hands to the earth, drop your head. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, taking your left leg up with you. Take a full inhale. Find your Kali Mudra. Exhale, extend the leg all the way out behind you and then come to stand. Wide-legged forward fold. Swing the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, lift the chest, and then fold forward. Reach the arms up and over as you allow your head to hang heavy. Take a full inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, release the hands down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Get as long in the torso as you can. Perhaps you stay here, maybe you move forward, coming on to the toes. You can even take your hands a little wider if you wish. And then take a half push-up. Come back up and return the heels to the earth, walking all the way back. Inhale, long spine. Turn your right toes out and bend into the right knee. Inhale, lift up into your warrior two. Flip your front palm and reverse. Take your right hand down to the earth or elbow to the knee. Left arm up and over, extended side angle pose. When you're ready, wiggle the hand all the way down. Step back into your three-legged dog. Bend the knee, yawn it open. Drop into your wild. Coming all the way back, lift your right leg up, step it into your pigeon pose, lift it open through the chest, and then surrender down. Inhale, coming all the way up. Drop onto your right hip. Take your left hand towards your left toes and reach the right arm up and over. Inhale, come up, right hand to the earth. Stretch. Coming all the way down, cross through the legs. Bring your hands to the earth and take downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Step your left foot through between the hands. Inhale, lift your back leg up. Get strong here. And then when you're ready, inhale, reach the arms back and come into your aeroplane pose. From your aeroplane pose, and then rise up to stand. Take the arms up overhead. And bring the hands together before the heart in breath. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the earth. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, walk, step or float back. Gently work through a chaturanga. You can bring your knees down if you need. Upward facing dog. Stay here for one more breath. And then take your downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Bend the knee, yawn it open. Straighten through the leg and then step your foot through between the hands. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Exhale, move into an arrowhead. And then fearlessly lift the back leg up and come into your aeroplane pose. Take a full inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee, land all the way back. Interlace the hands behind your back. Lift and open the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Reach the arms up and over. Allow your head to hang. Releasing the hands to the earth. Inhale, long spine. Walk your hands forward. Let them be a little bit wider than the shoulders. Come all the way forward into a star plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, coming halfway down. Press back up and release back into heels to the earth. Take an inhale and exhale. Walking your hands all the way back. Take your right toes out, bend into the right knee. Inhale, find your warrior two. Flip and reverse. Take your right hand to the earth, left arm up and over. Take a full inhale and exhale. Gently take your left hand to the ceiling, look towards the right foot, and then bravely step up into your half moon. Let's be fearless here. Take the left hand to the heart. Prepare perhaps to fall. Bring both hands into prayer. Allow yourself to come in and out of the shape. Take one more inhale and exhale. Bring both hands to the earth. Step all the way back. Reach your right leg up to the sky. Settle it forward for your pigeon pose. Slide your back leg away. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Drop all the way down. And breathe here. Inhale, coming back up, drop into seated. Take your left hand towards the left toes. Take the right hand behind you. Press the hips up. Drop all the way down, cross through the legs. Come back to the top of the mat. And gently walk it out. If you wish, roll forward into your plank pose. Take chaturanga. Upward facing dog and hover in your back bend. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Step the left foot through between the hands. Drop the hips low, lift the heart look forward. And then slowly walk your way over to the other side. Drop the hips low, lift the heart look forward, and step into your downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up high, bend your knee, yawn it open, stack one hip on top of the other. Straighten through the legs, step your foot all the way through. Inhale, rise up to a high lunge. Get nice and strong, right from your center, take an inhale. Exhale, move into arrowhead. Bravely lift up and come all the way up into your aeroplane pose. Take a full inhale and exhale, bend the front knee, land all the way back, stretch the arms up overhead. Swing the hands behind the body, lift and open the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Welcome to stay here. Or release the hands to the earth and come to your elephant pose, lengthening the spine. And take the hands a little wider, roll forward into your plank pose. Maybe take a low push-up, come back up. Drop the heels down and walk all the way back. Take a full inhale and exhale. Lengthen the spine, take the left toes out. Lift and open into your warrior two. Flip the front palm and reverse. Come to your extended side angle pose. Take a full inhale and exhale. When you're ready, reach your right hand to the ceiling. Look down and step forward bravely into your half moon pose. If half moon pose is a challenge for you, sit in it. If you want to challenge your body a little further, bring your right hand and maybe your left hand to the heart. Breathe here. Drop both hands to the earth. Step all the way back. Lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, yawn and open. And then when you're ready, drop into your pigeon pose. Take a full inhale. Exhale, release all the way down. One more full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up. Gently drop over. Take your left hand down. Reach the right arm up and over. Take your left hand down. Lift up through the hips and stretch. Come all the way down. Turn to face the top of the mat and come into your downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg up, step it through between the hands. Drop your hips, lift the heart, look up. Walk over towards the opposite side. Drop the hips, lift the heart, look up. Step back into your downward facing dog. Bring your big toes to touch. Shift your weight into your plank pose. Let's breathe here. Drop your knees to the floor. Keep the knees together, bring the buttocks over the heels and take child's pose. Inhale, coming all the way up. Place your hands on the earth, curl the toes under, and sit back into your broken toe pose. Bring the hands together before the heart, close down through the eyes. Can we sit in the discomfort? Can we notice all the sensations moving through the body? Can we observe if there's a fear of toes breaking? Can we sit in that fear? Can we sit in that discomfort? Notice what is coming up for you. Can you experience when the urge comes about to just give up, to just pull out, and what's this work? I don't need this. Can you just let that criticism and judgment and talk go and connect back to breath? Three more breaths slowly. the earth. Gently cross the legs and come to sit back. Bring the hands onto your knees. And then can you find a little bit of humour, a little bit of laughter? Like what was all that fuss about? Holding that broken toe pose. What all came up, and now it's all gone. Take 3 more breaths. Let go of the seriousness and allow yourself to feel a little bit light. When you're ready, just gently taking your legs out in front of you. Reach the arms forward, curl the toes up, and then very slowly make your way onto your back. Take the arms up and over. And then maybe the feet are just hip distance apart, draw the hands back. And then begin to roll up one vertebra at a time and grab a hold of your toes. Inhale, coming up and roll all the way back. Take the arms up and over, and then draw them back, lifting up, and fold forward. How do you feel about 2 or 3 more of these? Work through it in your own body. Let go of that need for perfection and just enjoy it for what it is, because it is exactly what it is. Bend through the knees and place the feet on the floor. I heard a beautiful quote just this morning about giving up perfectionism. And the quote was, if God wanted me any other way, He would have made me that way. Press through the hands, inhale, lift up through the hips. Maybe walk your hands in underneath the body, press the baby fingers down, and let's take a couple of breaths here. Releasing the hands, slowly coming down, one vertebra at a time. And then bring the soles of the feet together and rest your hands onto the lower belly. The choice is yours to return to bridge pose, or if you want to come into your full wheel. When you're ready, inhale and choose where you want to be, maybe replacing that, maybe repeating the bridge, maybe moving into it. Slowly, as you feel ready, gently come out, and again I invite you to just bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. fear in our life, and we look at that fear and we begin to cultivate love around those feelings. We begin to move towards love. Love is a surefire way to dissolve fear. And that's love for ourselves, love for the situation, for all involved. Last time, and notice if you approaching this, how you're approaching this, choose wisely. Notice what this third back bend brings up in your body and in your mind. Bridge or wheel. Inhale and lift. Maybe you want to lift one leg up at a time. Slowly taking your time to come out. Please don't hug the legs into the body, just wait and see how the body naturally resolves and resets. And connect into joy. Hug the knees into your body, take them over to the right and look to the left. Come back to center, drop your legs to the other side. Coming back to center, settle in for your Shavasana. And again, please be sure that you are comfortable and warm. And then when you're ready, just relax your face, relax your eyes, relax your jaw. And see if you can find a smile on your face. And notice how when you smile, the whole body relaxes. And it doesn't have to be the Cheshire Cat grin. Just a gentle, soft, beautiful smile. And the mantra that I give you for your Shavasana is change, I'm ready. as you're ready, begin to move through your fingers and your toes, stretching your whole body. And then bending through the knees, place your feet on the floor, and maybe you just want to rock your legs a little from side to side. And then drop over to your right side, resting your head on your arms. And then slowly make your way all the way up to seated. Bring the hands into Anjali Mudra. Bring that soft, gentle smile into your face, your eyes, and your heart. Let's seal the practice with one arm. Inhale deeply. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful practice with me, and